Lord Fate and the Deck of Many Things.
You will accept your fate.
In today's video, we are talking about Lord Fate and the Deck of Many Things. This also leads on to Priath, the god associated with Lord Fate, and how Lord Fate became to be Lord Fate. And at the end, you'll see how Lord Fate interacts in some of our campaigns. In Eldoria, there's a cult called the Priath cult that is to do with time and timey-wimey stuff.
Yeah, time, dreams, a few different things they cover.
And that's sort of connected to Lord Fate. Lord Fate is a legendary creature, person.
Well, Priath has Ushai, which in my world are like semi-divine beings that worship them. Originally, there were 4 things called the Prime, and Lord Fate was one of them, but he was a bit more flaky than the rest. He wasn't the conservative one, and so he got chucked out. And he became the person who basically was more interested in fate and changing things rather than making sure that time flowed the same.
Once, and there was a discrepancy in time. He'd stopped time for a while, and he gave everyone a choice of a card from the Deck of Many Things to help or hinder them. That was up to them. They could choose to take it or not.
I offer you this bargain, and you will be granted fate's boon for good or ill.
And it was interesting because the first few people said no, which actually happened in my group. Yeah. There's always one.
Always someone.
And once someone starts drawing, particularly if they get something good, more people they rethink and draw.
I find even if they get something bad, they go, I've got to get something better. So it's the same either way. Lord Fate has his own Deck of Many Things. It's been redesigned.
We were using the Deck of Many Things fairly much exclusively linked with Priath and time. Yeah. And I was saying, well, how many decks of many things are in the world?
And I didn't think there would be many of them because there would be things in. And what Angela's saying is that it's good to give, you can have the deck of many things, but we've given it like meaning of why it was made, because Lord Fate is into randomness, and so that's why he made the Deck of Many Things. And I can imagine he wanted to give them to mortals, so there's more than one, but I couldn't see them being, in every ye-old magic shop sitting on the shelf. Or anything like that.
Do you think he's duplicating the deck?
I think I would think he could make a deck at need to give to someone that he thinks is worthy.
It's not the same deck existing and just appearing, connect they simultaneously.
Well, I think it'd be great if the deck is unique each time. So as a referee, you could make your own deck up every time you gave a deck to people.
That would be a great idea, but due to laziness, people just choose out of the book. But I think it would be a really good idea to make it even more random that you had your own ideas. Would all Priath cultists have a deck?
No, I don't think they'd have a magic deck. They may have a deck that they use without a magical effect, but they use maybe to predict things or something like that.
So you're saying Lord Fate has the only one if the Priath cult don't have the real one?
Yeah, I would only think that. Oh no, I can imagine some of the Priath cult would have magical ones that have been given to them by Lord Fate.
Yeah, so to be the people loyal to Lord Fate in some manner.
Yeah, because we were talking about this before. We believe the Priath cult is a bit divided because, as I was mentioning before, there used to be Lord Fate was one of 4 of the Ushai who were servants to Priath, but Lord Fate got banished. So you're going to have amongst the Priath cult those worshippers who don't think Lord Fate's that bad a god. So just like in any religion, you can have splinters and factions and things like that.
So you can I wrote it in my game that someone obviously was loyal to Lord Fate and had a deck of many things, and
that's usually how a deck of many things will come to a player and things like that.
Thanks for listening. Like, comment and subscribe, and my goodness, if I got a hype, it'd be overjoyed. Don't know what they do, but I'll be overjoyed. Stay tuned because I think Keith is actually going to design Lord Fate's deck himself, which is going to be our version of the Deck of Many Things. See you later.